So let me start it off. James, first of all, love that sweater, by the way.
Thank you. Wow.
You're
I was gonna
welcome.
say you guys look
I
so
knitted
handsome.
it myself.
He did it all last night. I was watching.
So I love Tom Sonic's dad in these films. I mean, what it really comes down to is you make your own kind of family, right? Is this something that you yourself teach your kids? And if so, how do you do it?
The first film, it was more, they were more pals, right? The dynamic between Sonic and Tom was more buddies and on a road trip. And this time around, they're a family. And I think Tom is a newly minted father and maybe not prepared for it and wasn't, really ready for it, everything that entailed. And on top of that, the kid's like a superhero. He's got these superpowers, and how do you guide that kid? But yeah, I think there's a nice element in this film, and was there very much in the first film, where it was about family, it was about connection, it was about friendship, and having a place where you feel like you belong, and a sort of safe place for you to feel loved. And that's not something that's lost on the director or any of us this time around. If that core is there, then we can let Sonic go, and he can get into the trouble he gets into and the adventures he goes on. But he's sort of feels safe to be able to do that because he has that home and that family and that's intact. And Tom and Maddie both are trying to sort of guide him as parents now. And I don't think they saw that coming, but yeah, it's definitely, kind of an oddball little family. They're trying to figure out their new dynamic.
Unfortunately, my daughter is quite as messy as Sonic is in your house. So
well,
without the cleaning capability. Yeah.
So Ben, you and I kind of started at Starvalence. I was an intern. You
Really?
obviously were a voice actor. Yes, I was like the only intern in our
That was
team
my
of
first
three.
ever TV voiceover role. What year was that?
Oh my God. 2002. No,
That's how long I've been doing.
5.
Oh, wow.
2005. So I've been doing it for 17 years. So you were an intern there. How was the experience? Fun?
Yeah, it was great. It was wonderful. I had a great time. I'm still, doing things in that vein, but I've been following your career so closely because I remember you from that time. And I remember you doing a podcast, and I don't remember which one. I want to say it was like Alec Baldwin. Did you ever do that podcast?
No.
Okay, it was some podcast. And you were talking about how as an actor, you always feel like, it was around House of Lies time, and you had felt like you had finally gotten there. And then there's just always this cycle as an actor of, jobs, not jobs, jobs, not jobs. So can you finally firmly say, like, you've made it?
He says it every day.
I wake up, I look in the mirror.
When can I not make it is what he says.
First of all, thank you for following you just named so many specific references that I was like, oh my God, she really has been. That's very kind.
She's your
I'm not like a
agent. You
stalker.
forgot.
I
She's your
promise
agent.
I am not a stalker.
It sounds like you're a stalker, but it sounds like you're like a really
Like a
kind
little bit.
stalker, a kind stalker. No, I would say I'm very bad at that. I'm very bad at like when someone recognizes me on the street, which has been happening more and more, I'm like, oh, that must be one of like the 10 people that came to a show. Like, it's like, I have a trouble with realizing that type of stuff for myself, but it has been very cool to now be in like a movie that I can go to a movie theater with, like, James Marsden is there, he's 135 years old. I've been watching him since I've been like, when we were doing Starvalence, he was doing like Enchanted 7.
The Notebook?
Or, you know what I mean? No, so it has been a very surreal couple months lately with like After Party and Space Force and this. So it's been, but I don't think I've ever been like, it's weird that have you ever been like, I did it.
Made it. No, that's the actor's thing is you're always going to be like,
I'm terrified that that's my last job. This is my last interview.
Yeah, as soon as you get comfortable, that's when
mine
they pull the
too.
rug out.
Well,
Thank God we're going down with you.
Okay, good. This is how it ends for me. I'm happy.
Right.
I feel like I'm surrounded by love, so it makes me happy.
This is a good way to go. I'm
Okay,
happy
good.
with it.
All right, this is the end of Titanic, but like all of us are on the door. Like we're all slowly going down.